back to Hunters Creek Farm. I'm Jason, glad you could join me. As you can see, we've got some sun shining finally and our snow is melting, but there's more on the way tonight and tomorrow probably. Much more than we're used to out here in California. Probably nothing at all for the Canadians or people up north to deal with, but for us it's quite a change. So, been doing some plowing with the tractor. Struggled a little bit. I've got some video footage I'll try to put out there, but it's not that glorious. I put a new pipe on the bottom, this one here. There is one below, kind of behind it, I guess, that I wore through. Then I welded a 1-inch solid rod underneath, and I think it was just too small of diameter. So I was pushing a lot of rock off the road, making it frustrating. So I'm hoping with this here, it'll help it kind of glide over the rock a little bit as I'm plowing. But I think a snowblower needs to be purchased, and it'd just be a lot more fun to use anyways. I also am struggling with traction. These are R4 tires, the tread pattern. R1 is more of your ag style. These are like skid steer kind of style. It was what was on the tractor when I bought it, and quite honestly, they've worked fine. But the snow and ice is where they kind of struggle. I do not have chains yet, something else on the list of things to get. But I was doing some research about grooving them, getting a little bit more bite on it for the snow and ice, because I'm running backwards as I plow. If I drive forward, I'm packing the snow, at least under the tire tread, before I get a chance to get it off the road. Then it freezes and turns to ice, and I take the bulldozer out to break ice. So it's quite a process. But if I can get some more traction until I get chains, I think that will help. So my thought is to cut grooves in the tires themselves. I do not have a tire grooving iron. They make them, they're $100 and up, and probably well worth it, but I'm gonna try to do it with something I've got. I'm thinking grooves will be better. Siping is a bunch of little slices that go across. You see it on a lot of passenger car tires, truck tires, and that does great. But for off-roading, I think I'm gonna try to do something myself. So a couple options. I went to YouTube University, did a little research, and a soldering gun. I've seen people put like, maybe not this style, but the pen style. They put a cotter pin in there, sharpen the tip, and use it to cut grooves out with. I tried it with this one and on just an old tire. It was painfully slow, way too slow. So I think I'm gonna give this a shot. This is a rigid twin blade saw. The blades kind of spin opposite of each other, and see how that works. Just maybe cut down a 1/4 inch or so. Just the depth of those teeth is what I'm thinking. Just enough to give a little extra bite, pack some snow in here maybe to give a little extra traction. These tires are fairly worn anyways, especially the front. They need to be replaced. So I'm not worried about tearing up a brand new set of tires by any means. So we're gonna give this a shot and see how it goes. I think you can see it. This tire has these nice little blocks on it. I don't know what they're for, but it's a perfect gauge. I'm gonna line off, I think I'll cut one here, one right down here, and one here, and just do that for each block. That'll give me a little, I don't know, guide, I guess, to kind of follow. And like I said, we'll go maybe 1/4 inch deep or so. Let's give it a shot. Whoa, that works pretty good. That was much faster than I expected. It's a nice clean cut. Let's see here. Yeah, so a good square edge, a sharp edge. That's what I want to try to bite on the ice and snow. I don't know if having these in line is a good idea or not. Maybe an angle, I could always come back and, you know, connect it across here if I need to, but it's going to be a bit of a slow process, especially with such a big tire. But I'll do what I can reach on each tire, front and back, and then fire up the tractor, roll forward, and keep moving. Nice. Not that one. So I don't know if you can tell, I'm just going the depth of the teeth right here. I'm sure that's, oh yeah, that's quite warm. Yeah, you see it smoking? Smells like burnouts here. I'm going about the depth of the teeth, and now that I see that building up, I'm going to get a air line just to blow the filings or grindings or whatever out of that. So you can kind of see the pattern we got here. These two strips in the center. Again, maybe 1/4 to 3/8 deep or so. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, trying to keep it the depth of the teeth. And these angled ones, I'm just lining up with these lines, whatever these are, they're already in the tread. So there's the kind of modified one, not the whole thing, of course, just that top side where I could reach, compared to the other side, which is just the big blocks. So I really think it'll help. And yes, safety people are correct. Don't do this. Do as I say, not as I do. Yeah, not a good idea. Don't try this at home, kids. But I got tired of holding it with my thumb, so we're gonna make do. Pretty quick work of it. Boy, I'm gonna smell good tonight. Well, it looks like I finished just in time. Or maybe a little too late, actually. But this may be good. If we get enough snow, I'll be able to test this and see if it works. So, got everything cut in around all the tires. Again, about 1/4 inch or so deep. No idea how well this is gonna work, but it should help. It should give me an edge to bite into the snow and ice with. And I'm probably, I don't know, maybe an hour or so for all 4 tires. You know, I would cut what I could reach on the back and then start the tractor and pull forward. Just kind of work my way around the whole tire. So hopefully we get a chance to test this out tomorrow, and I'll let you know how it all works. That little twin blade cutter did really well. I had to stop every, I don't know, 3 or 4 treads, and with some compressed air blow out the grindings that were getting stuck in the little guard. But other than that, it left a nice clean edge. So hopefully we test tomorrow. Well, good morning. Looks like we might get a chance to try out those tire grooves today. Still got a bit to go, but coming down pretty heavy right now. What do you think, Ding Dong? Huh? What do you think? Think it'll work? I think it'll work. We'll find out soon, hopefully. Stay tuned. Well, I just did that last clip and realized I don't think I've introduced you guys. This is Indiana. He goes by Indy. His dad was a Kengal Anatolian Shepherd and mom was a Great Pyrenees. So he's about 140 pounds of pure goofball. But he does a great job keeping the lions and bears away. He has this double coat fur, kind of crazy. Coarse outer hair, and then the inside is like a crimped hair. All the ladies from the 90s know what that looks like, but it gives them the incredible insulation and keeps them warm in these cold weathers. He likes to sit out and just guard, programmed into their genes. Huh, good boy. Okay, say goodbye. Oh, goodbye. Well, look at that. Mother Nature delivered, and we've got some snow. Try out our tire grooves here. To see how these work. It's not a ton of snow. It's, I don't know, a couple inches, but enough to do some plowing and see if these grooves made a difference. So, here we go. Well, this hill here is the one I usually struggle with. And granted, it's not a ton of snow this time, but it wasn't slipping or sliding at all. So I think those grooves helped. No matter what I do, I still struggle with pushing some gravel off the road. The pipes on the bottom of the blade help a little bit, I think, but I think it's just the nature of it. Until I get a snowblower, that is. So making good progress. We're going to continue up to the end of the road, and then turn around and come back and do the other half. Well, all in all, I think the tire grooves were a success. Seemed to minimize the slippage going up those steep hills while plowing. A true test will be when we get some ice and see if these kind of sharp edges that it created really bite like it should. But I'm happy with it. And in my case, for the cost of $0, I already had the tool, about an hour and a half's worth of time. Easy fix to give a little bit more traction. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give a like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.